Check, 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 check.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a very warm welcome to Republic Riddles, celebrating India's glory. I am Tanishka Sharma, and joining me is Manya Sharma. The Constitution of India is the supreme law of the land, and it is we, the people of India, who, by giving ourselves this Constitution on the 26th of November, 1949, and bringing it into effect on the 26th of January, 1950, laid the cornerstone of the world's largest and the most vibrant democracy. 26 November is celebrated as the Constitution Day, while 26 January is celebrated as Republic Day.
We are gathered here to commemorate the spirit of India on its Republic Day. We have an exciting quiz lined up for you, filled with questions, visuals, and a speech round. So buckle up for an entertaining and enlightening journey. But before we start, I would like to invite Lisa Priya to say a few words.
Respected Mr. Alex, Ms. Sonali, teachers, and my dear friends, good afternoon to one and all. Today, as we stand together on the eve of our nation's Republic Day, I feel a profound sense of pride and honor to address you all today. It is a day that holds immense significance in the history of our great nation, marking the moment when the Constitution of India came into effect, transforming us into a sovereign, socialist, secular, and a democratic republic. The 26th of January is not merely a date on the calendar. It is a symbol of the dreams and aspirations of millions of Indians who yearned for a free, just, and inclusive society. As we gather here to celebrate the spirit of our republic, let us take a moment to reflect on the values that bind us together as a nation. Our Constitution, the guiding light of our democracy, was not just a legal document. It was a vision for a progressive and harmonious society. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the architect of our Constitution, once said, "I like the religion that teaches liberty, equality, and fraternity." These words echo in the preamble of our Constitution, embodying the very essence of our nation. On this very special day, let us renew our commitment to the principles enshrined in our Constitution. Let us pledge to uphold justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity in every aspect of our lives. Our diversity is our strength, and it is our duty to celebrate and protect the rich tapestry of our cultures, languages, and traditions that make our country, India, truly unique. As we witness the grand parade and the unfurling of the tricolor, let us remember the sacrifices made by our brave men and women in uniform, who safeguard our borders and protect our freedom. Their dedication and courage inspires us to work towards a future where peace and prosperity reign supreme. Education is the key. Education is the key to progress, and as us, the students, we play a crucial role in shaping the destiny of our nation. Let us be responsible citizens, actively participating in the democratic process and contributing to the well-being of our society. Remember, our actions today will determine the India of tomorrow. In conclusion, let us celebrate this Republic Day with a sense of unity and pride. May the spirit of democracy, justice, and fraternity give us in our endeavors. And may we continue to strive towards building a nation that truly lives up to the ideals set forth by our Constitution. Jai Hind, Happy Republic Day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lissy Priya. We would like to introduce and welcome our judges for the day, Ms. Kriti, Ms. Jasleen, and Ms. Deepa.
And our scorekeeper for the day, Ms. Prachi.
The four teams today are Emerald House, can we please display the PPT? From Emerald House, we have Arish Goyal, Ashmeen, Janvi Kishan, and Plaksha Rathod. From Sapphire House, we have Nivriti Mishra, Naksh Singhal, Ananya Singh, and Yojit Parashar.
From Ruby House, we have Kamya Verma, Sarah Jain, Nandini Maheshri, and Riddhi Kanodia. And from Topaz, we have Kashvi Singh, Naisha Puri, Arav Sakija, and Araina Sakija.
Let's just quickly read out the rules for round one. Each team gets one question and will get 20 seconds to answer the question. There will be no negative marking for this round, and the question will not be passed out onto the next team. 5 points will be awarded for each correct answered question, and question 5 will be the tiebreaker round. All teams have been provided with a buzzer. The team that presses the buzzer first will answer the question. Our first round, Tryst with Knowledge, will put your intellect to the test. We have a series of questions related to India's history, constitution, and culture.
The first question is for Emerald House. Just one moment before we line up the presentation. Okay. The first question for Emerald House. Is Emerald House ready? Yes. Yeah. Okay, the first question is, who was the chairman of the drafting committee of the Constitution? Option A, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Option B, T.T. Krishnamachari. Option C, Rajendra Prasad. And option D, Jawaharlal Nehru.
And remember, participants, speed and accuracy are your allies. Let the knowledge flow. Your time starts now.
Option A.
That is the correct answer, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar.
Okay, our next question is for Sapphire. Which part of the Indian Constitution contains the articles about fundamental rights? Your options are Part 10, Part 3, Part 4, and Part 9b. Your time starts now.
Part B, 3.
Your answer is correct.
The next question is for Ruby House. The question is, who appoints the Vice President of India? Option A, the Election Commissioner. Option B, the Electoral College of India. Option C, the Prime Minister of India. And option D, the President of India.
The clock is ticking, guys. They said A.
Sorry, the answer is wrong. The correct answer is B, the Electoral College of India.
The last question is for Topaz. Which article of the Indian Constitution describes the President of India as the head of the executive branch? Is it option A, Article 53, option B, Article 60, option C, Article 74, or option D, Article 63?
A.
Your answer is correct.
Now moving on to the tiebreaker round. For the tiebreaker round, each team... Everyone has gotten 1 point. Each team has been provided with a buzzer. Can you all please check to see if your buzzer works? Right? Okay. The team who presses the buzzer first gets to answer the question. Are all the teams ready?
For the tiebreaker round, we have Emerald, Sapphire, and Topaz.
Is Emerald ready? Sapphire? Ready? Topaz?
Topaz.
Okay.
Ruby, turn off your light.
Okay, the question is, how much time did it originally take to complete the Constitution?
Guys, you can't turn on the lights before. Okay, go on then. Emerald, go on.
Option B. 2 years, 11 months.
That option is correct.
The score after the final round is Miss Prachi, can we know the score real quick? Can the mic please be turned on for Miss Prachi?
So in first place, we have Emerald House with 10 points, Topaz with 5, Sapphire 5 marks, and Ruby 0.
Guys, cheer your houses on, please. Okay, guys, time for round 2. For our second round, we'll be treating your eyes. Prepare yourselves for a visual journey through the making of the Indian Constitution.
For round 2, there are a total of 5 questions. The images will be played in this round. Each group will get 20 seconds to answer, and there are no negative marks, and they cannot pass the question to the next group. Each correctly answered question will be rewarded 5 points. And the first question goes to Emerald House. Which famous speech does the image depict? Your time starts now.
Tryst with Destiny.
That is the correct answer.
Azad Hindustan ki pehli awaaz.
Tryst with Destiny is a speech given by Jawaharlal Nehru on the eve of independence.
Moving on to the next question. What unique feature of the Indian Constitution led to the
Constituent Assembly selecting an elephant as a part of its seal?
The answer is for Sapphire. The question is for Sapphire. You have 5 seconds left.
Sorry,
Time's
guys,
up.
the time is up.
The correct answer is
Does anyone in the audience know the answer?
because the elephant is what? The national animal? No. Anyone else? Does no one have the answer? Okay. The elephant was chosen as it represents the Indian Constitution because it's the longest written constitution in the world. It consists of 448 articles, 12 schedules with 1,17,000 words.
The next question goes to Team Ruby. What does this image depict? Name any one person from this image.
Mahatma Gandhi, right?
Sorry, can you please repeat?
Mahatma Gandhi, right?
Mahatma Gandhi.
It depicts.
I'm sorry, guys. Mahatma Gandhi was the wrong answer. They answered Gandhi.
No, Mahatma Gandhi is incorrect. And what does this image depict? They have to one second. Ruby House, you have to answer completely. First, you have to tell what does this image is depicting, and then you have to answer any one of the person.
Mahatma Gandhi is signing the constitution.
That is incorrect.
This is a photo of the members of the Constituent Assembly from right to left, including Rajkumari Amrit Kaur, Jaimandas Daulatram, and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, and they're signing the first copies of the Indian Constitution.
The next question is for Topaz, our last question. Who is Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar, chairman of the drafting committee, presenting the final draft of the Indian Constitution to? Your time starts now.
Jawaharlal Nehru.
Incorrect. The answer is, do you guys know what the answer is? Who? You guys are correct. The answer is Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar, chairman of the drafting committee, presenting the final draft of the Indian Constitution to Dr. Rajendra Prasad, president of the Constituent Assembly on the 25th of November, 1949.
Can can Ms. Prachi please announce the scores for now?
So we have scores by the end of round 2. Ruby is still at 0. Topaz and Sapphire both at 5. And Emerald is leading with 15 points.
Wow!
For the tiebreaker between Topaz and Sapphire. The question is, this is Dakshayani Velayudan, one of the 9 female members of the Constituent Assembly. What was unique about her service in the Constituent Assembly? You have to answer with the buzzer.
You guys have 10 seconds left. Time up.
Does the
Audience, do you guys
know?
know the answer? No.
She served as the first and only scheduled caste member of the Constituent Assembly.
Thank you, everyone. So now we have the final stretch, the Freedom Frenzy. This final round, each house has already been provided with a topic. Each house will nominate a representative. The representative from each house has 1 minute to prepare, and they will speak for 30 seconds. And each house will be graded out of 10 points based on the rubric displayed on the board. Can we please have the first?
The team with the most points at the end of this round will be crowned the champions of Republic Riddles celebrating India's glory. The first round goes to House Emerald, followed by Ruby, then Sapphire, and lastly Topaz.
So Emerald's representative, please come up on the stage, whoever
Can-
that is.
Can you please announce your name and introduce your theme as well?
Please introduce your name and the topic.
Hi, I'm Ashmin Kaur from MYP3A, and I will be talking about why is it crucial for a society to follow the constitution values regardless of changing times. So the values written in our constitution are sovereignty, secularism, socialism, justice, equality, liberty, and a few fundamental duties. A sovereign country is one which is all externally free of rule, and all the power of the governance of the country is internal, and India is one such example. Socialism is a constitutional value focused on eliminating inequality and promoting social equality in all social fields. Secularism implies that India does not follow one specific religion and urges and encourages its citizens to choose their own religion. India is a republic nation, and one of its constitutional values are justice, and it promotes fairness, which also urges fairness amongst its citizens. Liberty is a constitutional trait which also allows one to do as they please. It allows freedom of choice and speech. And lastly, there are a few fundamental duties which reflect specific values such as humanism, environmentalism, harmonious living, and gender inequality, and a few more. These constitutional values are what bind the framework of our nation, and if we as citizens cannot follow these, So if we as citizens are unable to follow these values, then the entire coordination between the government and citizens becomes wavery. And these values prioritize our welfare, and it is only fair if we prioritize following them as well. Thank you.
Can we please have Ruby House up?
And I would just like to say they have no time to prepare because the topic had been given to them before. They have to speak for 1 minute.
Ruby House?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, and my fellow youth. On the upcoming auspicious occasion of Republic Day, we will come together not only to mark a significant historical event, but to reflect on a profound value that resonates deeply within the hearts and the youth of this nation. Republic Day for us signifies more than just a ceremonial observance. It is a poignant reminder of the ideals that bind us together as a diverse and vibrant nation. Republic Day holds a special place in the hearts of the youth as a beacon of our inspiration. It calls us to action, reminding us that the future of this great nation lies in our hands. The values of unity and diversity, freedom and responsibility are not just ideals to be celebrated today, but guiding principles that should influence our very action. In the spirit of sentiment, let us embrace the love for our country, the pride in our shared history, and the responsibility that comes with being the torchbearers of change, which will ignite the fire in our bellies. May the value of Republic Day continue to inspire and guide us in building a future that we can all be proud of. And as a wise man once said, be the change you want to be in the world. Mahatma Gandhi. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sarah. Now, can we please have Sapphire?
Can you please repeat your name and the topic before you speak? Thank you.
So my name is Yojit, and my topic is relevance of Republic Day in today's world. So, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar once said, Constitution is not a mere lawyer's document. It is a vehicle of life, and the spirit is the spirit of age. Imagine our position of our country if he hadn't written the Constitution of India. How different would it be? This brings up the question of the relevance of Republic Day in today's world. The Republic Day is of the people, for the people, and by the people, creating pride of being an Indian and being a legacy of many years. This day gives us an opportunity as citizens to reflect upon our core values like liberty and equality, allowing us to be grateful for the past 74 years. It reminds us of all the problems yet to be solved: poverty, discrimination, and inequality. But recognizing these problems is what helps us build a better society. Having pride in the Indian Republic Day and celebrating unity is of tremendous importance. Thank you. Jai Shri Ram.
Can we now please invite Topaz House?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Arayana Sakhija from Topaz. Today, I would like to express on why should citizens actively engage with the values of their constitution. Active engagement with the values of our constitution is vital for a thriving society. It empowers citizens to uphold justice, equality, and democracy in our daily interactions. By embodying these principles, we foster a culture of respect and collaboration, ensuring that our shared values transcend legal documents and become the cornerstone of a vibrant and inclusive society. Let us actively embrace the ideals embedded in our Constitution, turning them from words on paper into guiding principles that shape our collective journey towards a better and more just future. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's give the judges a minute to do the grading, and then we'll invite them on the stage to announce the results for the speech round.
In the meantime, can you please invite Ms. Khushbu to announce the MYP poster making competition results?
Guys, clap.
All right, so I think most of the classes had created these wonderful posters which have been displayed on the third floor. And also, I think some of you must have seen them being displayed outside on the corridors as well. Yes, at the entrance. Did you find some posters that actually stood out for you? In what sense? How were they different? In terms of the way in which they were created, in terms of the information that they provided? Aesthetics, absolutely. So yes, aesthetics were one, but also the content which was included, because it's not just great to beautify it, it's very important, but what is also important is the content that is there, which has been included in it. So I think we'll start with the first prize. Yeah, so the first prize is for MYP 1C, poster 2, which had been created. And you'll notice that was the only poster which mentioned that women played a very vital role in framing the constitution in India. So that was the only poster, in fact, that highlighted that fact. And this is the poster that stood first. Of course, the aesthetics and other things were definitely in place, but the inclusion of information was absolutely spot on. The second prize is for MYP 2B, poster 1. And 2B, I must say, both the posters were pretty nice. They were actually well created. But the poster 1 that was there actually showcased how wonderfully the constitution has been preserved till date. It's a very Herculean effort to take care of a document so many years down the line. So the team that does it and how do they actually go ahead and do it is something which is brilliantly showcased in that poster. So congratulations to MYP 2B. The third prize is for MYP 3B, poster 1. Now this poster had something very interesting. It actually mentioned this very fun fact that it was raining on the day the constitution was signed. And in the Indian context, it is generally considered to be very auspicious that, when it rains something, these are like blessings which are being showered from the heaven. And that is how it was actually taken at the time when the constitution was being signed. With that, with the fun fact, what was also great is the inclusion of this brilliant information that India's constitution constantly has been amended over the years. This information has been included by other posters, but what set MYP 3B's poster different from the others is the inclusion that because of these amendments, it makes the constitution so robust, something that is constantly evolving with the times. And that information is something which is very important, and hence the three winners, MYP 1C, 2B, and 3B. Can we have a round of applause for them, please? Thank you.
Can we now please invite the judges for the speech competition to announce the results?
A very good afternoon to everyone. A very happy Republic Day. Of course, it's a big time for all of us as Indians, 75th Republic Day. I wouldn't say too much on this because I'm very sure all of you are awaiting the results. But I'll still take a minute to just focus on the idea of speech. Since we all judges were there to give the marks, of course, all of you have been looking at the different rubrics associated with it. It's a little request to all the contestants. Henceforth, when you go it, do have an understanding of on what criteria you would be judged. So be it an extempore or a speech competition, it is indeed very important to look at the content, which is indeed available everywhere around. It's how you pick it up and try to make it as original and unique by your own style of conveying it. Second important element is about making an eye contact. So do not just read it through. Of course, it's very difficult to remember everything, but it's important to make a connect with the audience. You are not required to read through it, but ensure that the people with whom you are speaking to them, they are also listening to what you are trying to convey. And here, who else but our own Prime Minister, Mr. Modi? He is an amazing orator. And I urge all of you to please listen and watch his speeches. Which another brings me to the another third point is voice modulation. While you are giving a speech, where you want to emphasize, what is the point you want the judges to take into account are very important. Now, I won't go further into it, coming to the results, which is the most awaited moment. So, for quiz, Ms. Prachi has been generous enough to maintain the records. And here we have a score. In quiz competition, Ms. Prachi, if I'm right, it's Emerald House who has won. So congratulations, Emerald House. In the speech competition, all three judges were almost on the same line. Any guesses? So Ruby House, it's Ms. Sarah who has won the speech competition. And also Ruby House students, you can thank Ms. Sarah because despite the fact that Ruby House had scored 0 in the quiz, overall, Ruby House has won by making it a total score of 50, which is a combination of quiz and speech competition. Second in place, we have Emerald House with a total of 48 score. Topaz House stands at 3, and last is Sapphire with an overall 39 points. Congratulations, Ruby House and the students. And before I leave from the judges' desk, a heartiest congratulations to the entire school and the teachers who have put a lot of effort in putting this entire wonderful assembly before us. Thank you. Wish you a nice day ahead.
So I guess the winners are Ruby House. Can we hear it for Ruby House, please, everyone? Okay. What an exhilarating quiz it has been, filled with knowledge and excitement. A big thank you to all our participants for making this celebration of India's Republic Day truly special.
And thank you to our audience for joining us on this journey. We hope you've enjoyed this quiz as much as we have. Until next time, stay curious, stay patriotic, and happy Republic's Day. Before we end this assembly, can we please invite Ms. Joshi to say the vote of thanks?
Good afternoon. Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. All right. We have overshot time, and I'll just make it a bit quick and congratulate all of you for this day that we are standing here. 26th January is definitely a very important day for all of us, as we all know. We've talked about it. We've heard from so many people here. We will unfurl the flag tomorrow for the entire school, and we will also do it on 26th January, if I'm not mistaken, between 10 to 11, right? And we will invite students and parents to come to school. There's going to be a little celebration here. The day is really important, and we know it why. Our constitution came into effect. Great minds worked on this constitution, and it is upon us now as a legacy to uphold this constitution. You know, the values that the constitution gives us, I think as a larger narrative, we must take it into our daily experiences and the way we live in our school. All the values that the constitution brings for us in the way it is written, can we as a school follow it and manifest in our actions is something that we need to think about. Because everybody says, oh, when we grow big, when we become old, or when we'll be a politician, we will live up the Constitution. No, I think as students, as a school community, we can live up the Constitution. Right? And let's see what we can do. Can we make our classrooms, a diverse tapestry? Can we be secular in our classrooms? Can we uphold the principles of the whole idea of being a socialist, sovereign, secular, and democratic republic? Think about these very, very important, profound words that the Constitution has laid out for us. And let us take a pledge that as a school, we will raise the bar for ourselves. And let's try to unpack these key terms over the next, few days, where we are living with this emotion of 26th January. One thing that I always feel is that we as a school, as students and teachers, can make, a huge difference in the way people think and the society shapes itself. We can be as bad as anybody and as good as we can be. Small things contribute to the larger things in life, children. Let's do these small things in school. I mean, we are talking so much about, our core values of empathy, compassion. And here we are, sometimes we really lack. We tend to find joy and some kind of a sadistic pleasure when we trouble our own peers in school. Let us not do that. Let us become more responsible citizens of this community. You don't want to do very big things to become more responsible citizens. Small things go on to make the larger things. So let's take a pledge that as a country we'll, contribute to the growth of the country and take a pledge of becoming very responsible citizens right from grade 6 to grade 12 and all we adults here. Let us be very proud that we were born in a free country and so many people got together to make this document that we live up today. So with this, I really congratulate the entire INS department, the event team, our judges, our children here who participated in the quiz and the performance and the speeches. Thank you very much. And we will close the day with a huge Jai Hind. Jai Hind, please speak loud. Jai Hind. And we will invite, who's singing the national anthem? Oh, we're going to play the national anthem. Please rise for the national anthem and stand still and no talking.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you, everyone.
Can we start with grade 6, moving out?